Well, for the first time in many weeks, Dolton trustees and Mayor Tiffany Henyard held a public meeting together, but not at Village Hall.
And Micah, tonight was a special board meeting because business has not gotten done at two previous meetings. So that's some progress there. But this meeting was not without its fair share of tension.
In the heart of Dolton, Illinois, Mayor Tiffany Henyard's tenure has been anything but ordinary. As scandal after scandal unfolds, from massive financial mismanagement to personal eviction drama, residents are left wondering how long she can keep her grip on power. With a town drowning in debt, police officers racking up overtime, and a controversial re-election campaign on the horizon, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will her grip on power slip away, or will she pull off yet another shocking move? The future of Dolton rests in the balance. What's next for the super mayor? Stay tuned. Hey guys, I am Olivia. Welcome to Red Rumbles, where we cut through the chaos and bring you the most explosive stories straight from the heart of the action. Tonight, we're talking about a scandal that's shaking up Dolton, Illinois, an investigation, political drama, and a mayor on the edge of losing it all. Tiffany Henyard, once seen as a leader with big promises, now stands at the center of a storm that involves financial ruin, criminal accusations, and public outrage. You won't believe the jaw-dropping details that are coming your way. Make sure to subscribe, because things are about to get heated, and you won't want to miss a single update on this wild saga. For the first time in weeks, Dolton trustees and Mayor Tiffany Henyard convened in a public setting. Tensions had previously forced board meetings to move from Village Hall to alternative venues, reflecting the town's deteriorating administrative relationships.
Last month, a judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking her from making those appointments without approval from trustees.
At this latest meeting, the goal was to address the town's critical, unresolved issues. But despite their intentions, the atmosphere quickly became charged. Although trustees managed to cover essential topics, underlying conflicts surfaced, setting the stage for yet another showdown in Dolton's escalating political drama. Dolton residents have grown accustomed to the heated atmosphere of these board meetings. In previous attempts, disruptions forced multiple early adjournments, leaving unresolved issues and growing public frustration. This time, however, Dolton's leadership committed to hashing out essential business. Yet, even with their best efforts, the session was tense, highlighting the challenges Dolton's administration faces in finding unity and solutions.
Tiffany Henyard making a late appearance at the Dolton Village Board meeting this evening. That meeting was being held at the Park District building since Village Hall cannot legally accommodate the crowds at a typical meeting.
Tiffany Henyard's campaign in 2021 focused on restoring order and integrity to Dolton, promising to tackle inefficiency and prioritize residents. She positioned herself as a tough leader, unafraid to shake things up. Yet, as her tenure progressed, her reputation as a reformer was overtaken by an image marked by controversy and divisiveness. For many residents, Henyard's leadership has turned into a case study in broken promises. Her administration has seen everything from financial scandals to contentious battles with the village board, leaving residents disillusioned and Dolton's government in turmoil. In recent months, Dolton's financial health has taken a nosedive, raising critical questions about Henyard's handling of public funds.
I'm a private investigator. I've got this envelope that says Super Mayor. Inside I have from the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois.
An investigation spearheaded by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot revealed a grim picture. Under Henyard's administration, Dolton's budget fell from a surplus of over $5 million in 2022 to a deficit of nearly $3.7 million by 2024. Lightfoot's investigation pointed to a series of unexplained expenditures that have fueled residents' suspicions. Among the questionable spending, the investigation revealed a staggering $43,000 spent on Amazon in a single day using the town's credit card. Many of these purchases lacked receipts or valid explanations, leaving residents questioning what their tax dollars are truly funding. Besides Amazon, Henyard reportedly charged additional expenses on other retail sites such as Wayfair and Walgreens. These practices have generated outrage as unpaid vendors struggle, and Dolton's debt continues to grow. The extent of the alleged financial mismanagement has many Dolton residents demanding accountability, with numerous citizens now calling for significant leadership changes. Henyard's financial troubles don't stop at Dolton's budget. She is also facing personal financial struggles, including an eviction notice for unpaid rent on her home. Her landlord, Janetta Hall, recently filed for eviction, claiming that Henyard and her boyfriend, Camel Woods, have been behind on rent payments since August. Despite Henyard's combined income from her mayoral role and her position as Thornton Township Supervisor, totaling nearly $300,000 annually, she has reportedly failed to keep up with the rent. Hall claims that Henyard resisted a $200 rent increase meant to offset rising property taxes, even going as far as changing the locks on the rental property, restricting Hall's access. For residents, this personal financial dispute adds another layer of frustration. Henyard's struggles with financial management, both personally and publicly, have left Dolton citizens questioning her ability to lead a town struggling to manage its budget effectively. Dolton's struggles have now attracted federal attention. The FBI has launched an investigation into Henyard's handling of public funds. The scrutiny follows Lightfoot's findings of reckless spending and potential financial mismanagement. So far, Henyard has responded defensively, dismissing allegations and accusing her critics of orchestrating political attacks against her. However, the federal investigation adds a layer of seriousness, leaving many in Dolton wondering what further evidence might come to light. Residents are particularly concerned about the FBI's interest in certain high-dollar transactions, which remain unexplained and unaccounted for. Henyard's approach to these allegations has been combative, refusing to directly address the claims and instead focusing on her critics. Yet, as evidence mounts, Henyard's dismissive stance may not be enough to deflect the consequences. Another dimension of controversy in Henyard's administration concerns her relationship with local law enforcement. Financial records reveal that certain police officers received substantial overtime payments, with 2 officers earning more in overtime than their base salaries. One officer, for instance, with a salary of approximately $87,000, reportedly received an additional $148,000 in overtime. This revelation has sparked questions among Dolton's residents and trustees, who wonder why Henyard allocated such funds to law enforcement, while other areas, like public services, suffer from lack of funding. The officers in question are reportedly assigned primarily to Henyard's personal security detail, prompting concerns about the misuse of taxpayer money and the prioritization of Henyard's protection over the safety of Dolton's residents. As criticism of Henyard's administration grows, the mayor has reportedly resorted to locking out trustees from Village Hall, changing the locks multiple times to restrict their access. This maneuver has only added to the mounting mistrust between Henyard and other Dolton officials. Trustees and residents alike have voiced their dissatisfaction, taking to public meetings and gatherings to demand transparency and accountability. Trustees have criticized Henyard's lockouts as an attempt to isolate them from critical information and hinder their ability to perform their duties. Meanwhile, Dolton residents have joined the trustees in protest these actions, demanding that Henyard work alongside the board to restore order rather than alienate them. The conflict reflects a broader breakdown in Dolton's administration, which has plunged the town into political disarray. Henyard has defended herself by framing the criticisms against her as racially and gender-motivated. In one public meeting, she stated that her opponents were attacking her not because of her actions, but because she is a Black woman in a position of power. While Henyard's supporters see her as a victim of discrimination, others argue that her actions, rather than her identity, are the source of their discontent. Trustees and residents have made it clear that their concerns stem from her alleged misuse of public funds and divisive tactics, not from her background. This disagreement has only deepened the divide in Dolton, with Henyard's narrative leaving many Dolton residents feeling unheard and misrepresented. Some critics have called her statements an attempt to deflect responsibility, undermining genuine community concerns. In response to the pressure, Henyard has taken her case to social media, frequently using video posts to defend her position, and, in some instances, hinting at potential legal action against her critics. In one video, Henyard suggested she would be pursuing criminal charges against certain opponents, although she did not provide specific details. Legal battles are escalating on both sides. Trustees have filed lawsuits against Henyard, accusing her of misconduct, including forgery and withholding essential financial documents. This ongoing legal clash has divided Dolton further, with residents and officials choosing sides in what has become a politically charged environment. As the Clean House team trustees rally support for their campaign, the upcoming election promises to be a critical moment for Dolton's future. As Dolton's finances crumble and the political environment worsens, residents have become more vocal in their frustrations, demanding leadership that puts their needs first. The ongoing controversy has mobilized Dolton citizens, many of whom are pushing for a significant change in leadership. Trustee Brittany Norwood, a frequent critic of Henyard's administration, has emphasized the need for a government that values transparency and accountability, accusing Henyard of focusing on personal interests over community needs. The sentiment among residents is one of betrayal and disappointment. One resident, speaking at a recent board meeting, voiced her dismay at Dolton's financial state, noting the struggles of senior citizens who can barely afford basic necessities as the town's funds are squandered. Despite the controversies surrounding her leadership, Henyard has confirmed her plans to seek re-election in 2025. However, her re-election bid comes with an unusual stipulation. If she wins, her salary remains intact. But if a challenger wins, the mayor's pay will be reduced by nearly 90%. This unusual move has drawn criticism from residents and officials who view it as a deterrent to potential challengers. Critics argue that this strategy underscores Henyard's desire to maintain her hold on power, even amid Dolton's ongoing struggles. The town is now divided, with some residents supporting Henyard's efforts to stay in office, while others rally behind the Clean House team in the hopes of seeing a fresh start. The upcoming election has sparked debate on the future of Dolton's leadership, making the stakes higher than ever. With Dolton's finances in shambles, an FBI investigation underway, and a divided community, Dolton's future hangs in the balance. As residents demand answers, stability, and a plan to address the town's financial and leadership issues, the town finds itself in the middle of an unprecedented crisis. Whether Henyard manages to retain her position or a new administration takes the reins, Dolton's residents are looking for leaders who can restore trust, stability, and a brighter future. What lies ahead for Dolton? Will Mayor Henyard maintain her position? Or will the town see a change in leadership aimed at addressing these pressing issues? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Red Rumbles for the latest on this ongoing story.